Getting some temperature. Oh, well, might have not blown a tire, but I think we just blew the center diff. Alright, time to fix the infraction after last week's burnout session and, well, breaking it. So let's see, what do we need here? We need a couple of tires. Let's see, I did break the little air dam mount. Let's see, we could use the new front air dam itself because I bent the heck out of the one that was on there. Oh, there we go. Let's do a metal center diff on it with a hardened gear so I don't blow up that plastic one again. And what else could we... there we go. Let's use this nice RCP cooling fan on the ESC so it stops thermaling and some entertainment while we're doing everything. So, learned in my previous video with this truck that holding 70,000 RPM for 2 minutes straight is maybe not the greatest thing for the truck. Of course, my goal was to just make the tires blow or pop or just go. But I ended up severely damaging. Let me see if I can... There you go. See, that center diff is completely blown up. And I also kept thermaling the ESC. So I've been using these RCP Extreme cooling fans for a while now. I've got it on my Felony. I've got it on my Fire Team. I think I have a set on the Creighton as well. And they make a huge difference. These things really flow a whole lot of air, and they really keep everything a whole lot cooler. So hopefully that'll cure the thermal problem of the ESC. But as I was looking the truck over, getting ready to swap out that center diff and put on the cooling fan, and I noticed I had lost the front bumper piece, so I went back to where I was running this thing at, and that poor Perfect Pass part, I bent the heck out of it, and even the support mount for it got pretty bent. So I just went ahead and, well, since I have it on the shelf, figure go ahead and swap that out. But then I started looking the truck over a little bit closer, and something that was kind of humorous to me. Let's see if we could see it there. That's how much the center diff exploded. It melted that gear and the little metal plates that kind of lock all the gears in place into the plastic in there. And it caused all kinds of havoc. Yeah. Learn how to focus the camera, Bill. All right, there we go. So yeah, it did some carnage in there. And, well, heck, we're just going to have to get all that replaced, I guess. I did end up going with a RC all-wheel drive Extreme Bash center diff for it. Now, it is it's a 50-tooth. Yeah, it's a 50-tooth spur, and I forget what the factory one is. I think the factory one is like a 46 tooth, but being that this truck is still doing over 80 miles per hour, I don't have a problem dropping this thing down to a 50 tooth, from a 46 to a 50, because I do like the speed, don't get me wrong, but that's the guy that I built to just go fast. This one is more of a street just basher, just a kind of, not not, slam into stuff, jump stuff, but just to have fun, do burnouts. That's why I bought a whole bunch of those Hoon tires that when they were on sale for half price. So I got a bunch of them just so I can do burnouts and do drifting and not spend a small fortune on tires. $34 a set instead of it'd be about almost $70 a set. Much better deal. So now I guess wow, look at all that. All right, so I am gonna just tear into this and get everything together, and then I'll show you all what it looks like. There's enough videos out there on YouTube of replacing center diffs and replacing various parts on these. If you guys are on the channel, you've seen it before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap everything over, and then hopefully we can go take her for another rip and see how the new cooling fan and new center diff do on it. Let's get at it. So, being this is the first time I've done an infraction, I've done a felony many times, but I forgot you gotta remove your handbrake setup, and then you gotta unbolt the 2 bolts on the bottom for your little tower there to kind of move it all out of the way. But once you do, look at that. That thing is just utterly destroyed. Chunks all over. There's even chunks all the way over there by the speed controller. I really put a hurt on this. So, yeah, don't do 2-minute long 70,000 RPM burnouts. So, I'm going to get back at it here. Eek. All right. It is all back together. Got the new RC all-wheel drive center diff. It is a 50 tooth versus a 46 tooth stock, so it will be geared down a little bit more, which I am perfectly fine with on there. Got the RCP Extreme cooling fans in. That one was already there, but added this one on. I did order it with the wrong connector, unfortunately, so this switch doesn't control that one, but I just gotta switch his little connectors from that style to the other JST style. But man, that diff, holy cow, that thing had exploded hard, and I didn't realize it had ground down into the motor mount pretty heavily. This screw here was seized, so I just used my old felony mount, but boy, tore up those tires. Now we got some fresh rubber on her. I got the remote booted up, so let's boot up the car. Ooh, those fans move some air. Wow, that is a lot of air coming off of it. Sounds like a little jet turbine. Truck seems to be working well. Yep, everything is working. Ooh, those fans are noisy, but I do know that they work well. So that's gonna call it. Turn this thing off. Golly, she's loud. So that's going to call it for this video. I'll take it out for another burnout here again in a little bit. And hopefully this time we can keep it cool, keep from blowing out that center diff, and actually finally blow out a pair of these just doing some burnouts and some bashing. This is Dude RC. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend.